So let's talk about I Want a New Drug by Huey Lewis and the News. This was off their 1984 album Sports, which was platinum selling, and it's obviously their best known album, which has most of their hits that people, think of when they think of Huey Lewis and the News. They're a San Francisco based band, but they really were kind of an international band, especially after this album. And this song specifically, has become one of their signature songs. And one of the things I personally love about this song is, as you'll hear throughout it, there's a lot of guitar soloing that's happening. And when they were to play this live, this would be the portion when Chris Hayes, the guitar player, would take a 3 or 4 minute introductory solo with the drums to kind of kick off the song. So this is not only a great song for, the lyricism, the drums, how everything is mixed together, but really the guitar playing is unbelievable in this, and I think it's one of the best guitar playing and guitar oriented songs off of Sports. You may also notice, if you'd never compared the two, there's some similarities between this song and the Ghostbusters theme, and because this was obviously such a big album in the 80s and Ghostbusters was a huge movie of the 80s, there was, those similarities became evident to a lot of people, so there were some lawsuits with that. But we're mainly just going to be focusing on the different sounds that Chris Hayes was getting throughout this. So there's a clean guitar that was doubled, that's happening throughout pretty much the whole entire song. There's a main distorted guitar that's playing some riffs and doing some callbacks with Huey Lewis, and there's a solo that we're going to dive deep into so we can get down all of the little, all the little details that make Chris Hayes' playing amazing. Over the course of learning this song, we're going to encounter a couple of different techniques that we're really going to dive into. One of them being a call and response nature of the guitar. This is, when we think about the history of the guitar, one of the earliest things that was actually done on the instrument but brought into a new context. So we're going to learn how Chris Hayes was using these blues licks to kind of respond to the lyrics that were happening with Huey Lewis. We're also going to learn how to play riffs and then do kind of solo lead lines in between those riffs. So we're not just, playing a riff, pausing and soloing. We're kind of playing them all together and learning how to make that one just big giant sound. And additionally, we're going to learn some fast alternate picking styles of approaching the guitar, some minor pentatonics, some blues pentatonics, and again, all just tying back into how to create great solos and great melodies on your electric guitar in this blues rock style. Also along the way, we're going to be learning just an easy power chord version of this song. There's a lot going on in it. There's a lot of different guitar parts. So we have a simplified version that's basically just walking through some power chords so we can understand the overall form and get comfortable strumming with it. All right, so let's take a look at I Want a New Drug by Huey Lewis and the News. Let's get started.